Today, I'm going to create a basic Node.js server from their core modules, and also we are using some framework that we are using Express.js to create how to create a Node.js server. First, I'm going to open the VS Code and I'm writing server.js. So in this, I'm creating const create server from their core modules. Require HTTP. So server create server. Okay, we created a server, and we need to listen to some port. We need to listen server dot listen. I'm putting 3000, and after that, after listening, this callback function will be triggered. So I'm writing here the server is listening. The server is listening to the port 3000. Okay, here is how we are creating a basic Node.js server. We need to test it and send a response to it. So I'm going to write a function here, request response. We will get the response and request on the out of this function. So we can use according to that. So I'm sending the status for that right head, um, providing the successful status and content type HTML. I'm providing content type text slash HTML. So this is how I'm providing content type, and the response and paragraph. Have a good day. This is how we are creating a basic Node.js server using their core library. Okay, then we can test it out. So how we can test it out? We can write node and the file name. Make sure you have in the root directory and node server.js. Yeah, you can see the server is listening to the 3000 port. We can check that it's listening or not. Yeah, you can see have a good day. So it's working. So we can inspect it and see what. Yeah, it's a paragraph top. It's a have a good day. And also the one thing I need to show you, it's something you may need to worry. It's a client side. It's actually a server side rendering, because the server, the HTML that we are putting is rendered from this server side. So you can see the preview and the response. You can see that it's coming from the server side. So yeah, that's all. And one thing you can note, have a good day. I make a changes on the folder. So if I reload it, you can see the changes. Why you can see the changes? You have to restart your server. You have to restart your server, not server.js. Something. Okay, it's done. File name. Yeah. Now I'm going to restart. Now you can see it's reflected the changes. You have to do every time. You have to if you make any changes in the file, you have to restart your server. So for that we are using a something called nodemon, which watches our changes and directly reflected on without any needing of server restart. So we need some package manager. So we need some package manager. Why do we need the package manager? And um, what is the package manager? Okay, we are using npm as the package manager, and it's a tool that help you to manage and install libraries and packages created by other developers that we can use it in our application. So instead of writing everything from scratch, we can use existing code package to save time. It abstract some codes. Okay, so I'm using to initialize it. First, we need to do npm init in npm in npm init. So I wrote npm init. You can see it says package name. You can skip it and later you can update. I'm skipping it. Yeah. So there is a file you can see on the VS Code called the package.json. It is the heart. It is the blueprint of your project. So heart of your project, you could say. The reason why it contains the name of the project, it contains the version of the project, it contains the dependency of the project that you are using in your application. It must have development dependency or the dependency that you are must used in the production. Okay, so yeah, you can see this is the package.json, and I'm going to install a framework which is called Express. You can go to the npm direct npm and write Express init Express. Yeah, so this is the Express. You can see how many weekly downloads here, and also the unpacked size is it's just 221 KB. So we are you can refer the documentation how they are right. So I'm going to install that npm express. Yeah, the N I stand for install. You can see that. Okay. And go to the package.json. You can see that dependency here. There is something here. Dependency. The express is created and it's provide dependency with the caret sign. So on the node modules we can go to the node modules that we can see, yeah, the express is created here. Then also you might see a package.json on the express, and also this express module also dependent on other packages. You can see accept array function, body parser, content deposition. It's the meaning for this one is it's a transient dependency, means one dependency is dependent of another dependency, that is called transient dependency, that you need to aware about. Okay, so I'm creating server with the help of express. So I'm changing the type module to type as module, so I can use import. So we can see, go to here, yeah, express from express. Yeah, you can see it's VS Code is suggesting the express because we already we installed, and const app equal to express. Yeah, you can see. After that, I'm going to listening to some port. Listen to port 3000, and after that it will call the callback function. The callback function is the server is running on port 3000, and app.get. I'm writing the routing. It's also provide express provide. It was a great documentation. It also provide routing feature, middleware that you can use, and error handling. And after yeah, and provide the slash. And after that, you'll execute a callback function, and we will get this. request and response as a parameter, and we can console the request and also we can send the response and like I'm sending like hello world here. Hello world. You can also provide the status over here. Such it's much easier than using the core module. Okay, this is how we're creating the basic Node.js server using Express. So I'm checking node server.js. Yeah, the server is listening to that port. We can go and yeah, we can see hello. So I'm changing to hello world. Hello world. Not reflecting. Like I said before, it's not reflecting. We need to start the server again and again. For that, we need to watch our file. So we are using a module called nodemon. You can go to the so nodemon. It's a tool that develops the Node.js basically by automatically restarting the Node.js application when the file changes are detected. This is the reason we are using nodemon. So it's just a 220 KB only, and you can see the weekly downloads. So I'm installing nodemon. It's on one thing. It's you can see it's a development dependency. We don't need it in production. We are used in development purpose. We don't need this in production. So in production, we are using different. Okay, and go to the package.json. Here you can see a development dependency is created. Okay, then the version of the Node.js and also the node modules is also created a node directory. And what we can do, go to the package.json. We need to set up the node.js, right? So what we need to do on the start, and when we one thing you have to use instead of writing node server.js, you can use the npm start. You already wrote the it's already set up the script here npm dot. It will run this that manual command here npm start. You can directly use. So now we are going to replace the node with the node mode. It will change. It will dictate our changes in the file and reflected on the server. It will update it. Okay, we can do npm start. We can do npm start or npm run start. npm start, you can see nodemon is getting started. Yeah, server is listening to 3000 port. So yeah, right, you can see the changes. I'm going to change my file hello world, putting some exclamation mark and go to here. Yeah, you can see without restarting the server, it reflected to our browser. So this is how we are creating the express server. That's all from my part. Thank you.